I want to talk about how this is Marvel versus Capcom, right, man? What do you people don't understand? Oh, it's because the everybody use RE engine. They don't use MT framework because it was last gen on the Xbox. What do you people don't understand? The PS5 and the Xbox Series X utilize the same exact hardware. Well, these games are being ported for last gen. That's why Microsoft can't have it on their platform. No, it's because Sony probably struck an exclusive deal with Marvel, considering that they making Spider-Man and Marvel's Wolverine. So of course, Sony has a history of doing this type of behavior for over 20 years, and you people still don't see it. Oh, but that's what they said. That's what they told me. Well, I'm going to tell you that it wasn't true at all. Because the funny thing is, y'all want to talk about how it's MT framework, right? So how come they didn't do a Capcom fighting collection, made it for the Xbox One / Xbox Series X, and there you go. Y'all like, oh, Microsoft don't fund no, oh, they buy one game. Yes, they do. Look at Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So for you people to use this as an argument to not have this game on the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X is irrelevant. Every time you people, and I've seen videos because people say, oh man, games, you got to check out these guys' videos. They kind of have this clarification as to why these games are not on Xbox. And guess what? There's still not good reasons. Because every time you people cap for this, I can break it down and tell you that it's complete nonsense. Xbox and PlayStation utilize the same hardware. Now I'm really going to get you fools. Guess what? Guess what the game is being made with? Steam! Y'all like, why would that even matter? It's made for Steam but not Xbox. Because Steam, if the game can be made for Steam, which happens to run off the Windows operating system, why do you think it can't run on the Xbox? Oh! Oh! I'm out here looking like super hot fire right now, man. I'm checkmating all you dudes. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, Sony has something to do with this. They don't want this game coming to Xbox. I mean, think about it. They probably told Marvel, please, Marvel, we make your Spider-Mans. We make your Marvel Wolverines, we putting your games back on the map, man. You can at least do us this one favor, man, please. We don't have nothing appealing on the PlayStation side of things, man. We need people to buy our consoles. Please, stop, please. Okay, Sony. You do make our games, and we're very proud of the projects that you make. Therefore, we'll probably skip the Xbox release because anybody that has no Capcom knows that Capcom puts their games on anything. They don't care, man. I'm telling you, Sony came around. They're like, there's Wolverine, there's Spider-Man. I don't think these Xbox gamers are gonna get this cult classic, all because they want to make their system more appealing, man. They want to come off as, oh, we're a hardcore. No, you're not. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna break their DualSense controller playing on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, baby. I'll buy that game for my Nintendo Switch, but the PS4 version, bro, these controllers are sensitive. I'm good. Stick to playing the game on Steam or the Nintendo Switch where the controllers are a little bit more durable. Okay? You PlayStation ponies or something else, man. And the fact that you guys are using this as some form of victory. Yeah, man, we got you Xbox gamers. We got a game that you're not getting, and it's a cult classic. Really? A bunch of old school fighting games. Like I said, I love them. So I'm not sitting there trying to discredit this collection because I'm picking it up. Matter of fact, I already got mine pre-ordered. But my point is, at the end of the day, Xbox gamers don't care because we can go out there and play this on the Nintendo Switch as well as a PC through Steam and a PS4 console. It still doesn't mean we need a PS5, man. You ponies got to get this through your head. Oh, this going to finally get people to upgrade to the PS5 now. You hear me? They're not. Because I can guarantee the backwards compatibility for this game is probably going to run like trash. It would have did much better if it was on Xbox. And you people know this, man. You know it. Oh, but they couldn't. I told you it's the framework, man. Microsoft don't support that old game. They don't support that old gaming engine. If you notice one thing, right? Ever since they acquired Bethesda and Activision, they've been making a lot of their games for multiple devices. But have you noticed what the games that Microsoft has created? like Gears E Day and stuff of that nature, those games happen to be only next generation. Have you noticed that? But with the Call of Duties and Dooms, they're trying to put these games on as many devices as they can to make that money. But when it's Microsoft's very own IP, the true essence of a very own IP, it's an exclusive to the Xbox and PC. Have you guys noticed that, right? See, so it goes to show you that Microsoft will choose on a case by case basis to put games on last gen and I should say current gen, right? I mean, because I guess things are somewhat getting started. So at the end of the day, man, I'm sorry, bro. People told me, oh, Alex, you made a great video talking about how this game is skipping Xbox, and it's still not a good excuse because Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is still coming to last gen. Microsoft is still supporting last gen on a case-by-case basis. They couldn't get framework to work. Go ahead, I'm going to keep using this excuse, not understanding that they could have just made it as an Xbox One game and then had it through backwards compatibility. How do you think people are going to play it on the PS5? Through backwards compatibility. How come that same thing couldn't appeal to Xbox? You guys keep holding on the fact that, it's because they couldn't make it for the series. Okay, that same logic also applies to the PlayStation. I can guarantee they probably do the same exact thing. It has a PS4 label at the top, not a PlayStation 5 one. Did you people notice? Was there a PlayStation 5 label on top of Marvel Arcade Classics, or was it a PS4 logo? There you go. For you people to make that argument, it would have to be a PS4 and PS5 logo. Then at that point, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. But for you guys to say that there was no way that this game could have came to Xbox, considering that it's on Steam through Windows, I'm going to have to call Cat, man. All you people speculating about nothing, instead, you don't want to point the finger to the true problem in the room, which happens to be Sony, and blocking it. Oh, Sony don't have that power. Yes, they do. They have a good relationship with Marvel, considering that Marvel actually even came out and said, hey, we like your Spider-Man, and now they're working on their Wolverine. Of course they will do Sony this little favor. Of course. Why not? Because at the end of the day, they can just port the game later to Xbox, and y'all blaming Capcom too. Oh, Capcom. No, bro. Capcom puts their games on everything. What do you people don't understand, man? Ever since Capcom has became the company that there is, they always put their games on multiple platforms. Y'all were playing Resident Evil, thought y'all had an exclusive, and they're like, nah, let's port that to the Saturn. Matter of fact, let's port it to the Game Boy Color, PlayStation. Yeah, let's port this game all over. Director cut there. I mean, come on now. The Dreamcast, come on, let's put them games there. Because Resident Evil 2 and 3 was supposed to go to the Saturn, but instead they pushed it to the Dreamcast. So I'm just trying to tell you that Capcom don't really care in regards to where they be porting their games. So Capcom is out of the question. They could have did some wizardry. They could have just said, okay, we're making this as an Xbox One release, print that as a copy. I mean, Limited Run does this all the time, and just have the game be backwards compatible through the Xbox Series X. There you go. That's it. They could have had it as a digital release too, only if they wanted to. All you people capping for Marvel vs. Capcom saying that, it's because the Xbox don't support it. Really? Xbox, yeah, we get that Xbox doesn't support the Xbox One. We get that, but even then, that's a lie because look at a lot of their new games. They're still dropping on last generation consoles. So I can't agree with it, man. With this MT framework, because this is what you guys are using. Oh, it's the MT. Well, I got a bunch of MT framework games. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna destroy your argument right now. Y'all ready for this? So explain why Ace Attorney's on Xbox. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, excuse me. That's an MT framework game. Oh, he got us, guys. He got us. It was Sony all along. Exactly. Because look at it. Didn't that Ace Attorney drop on Xbox? And that uses the MT framework. And you can still play it on your Xbox One and your Xbox Series X. You have been bodied. Y'all like, whoa, Gamester, you broke this down, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to go tell Alex to go take his video down because they don't know what they're talking about. Exactly. At the end of the day, Sony had something to do with this. Sony has been doing this since the PlayStation 1, bro. This is why people consider them to be anti-consumer, because they're always doing some funny stuff behind the scenes, man. Remember, They took this page from Nintendo. Hey, you can't work on the Sega Genesis in the Sega Master System because we got illegal contracts. You hit me? This is the same company that did this. Where do you think Sony gets a lot of its inspiration from? Nintendo in regards to how they go about business. And that's what's going on with this game. And probably the Wukong. I mean, let's bring up that game for example. They didn't even say that it was because of the Xbox Series S. They just said, oh, we just can't do it right now. It's not like the game ain't coming. I really do think Sony's doing this, man. They've been doing this behind the scenes, by trying to push and promote. Remember Tekken? Remember all these games at one time? Sony was promoting them. They were publishing a lot of these games. So when Namco was, becoming the company that they are today, they're like, Sony's like, we'll publish your games, Final Fantasy VII, but it has to be exclusive on our platform. Okay, we'll have all the... Yeah, there you go. But then companies realize, like, hold on, we don't need Sony to promote our games anymore. We can put our games anywhere, and people are going to buy them regardless. That's why Namco is the way it is, and that's why, Square at one point, but that's why Square should have stayed as a multi-plat, because people got accustomed to it. It's like if Namco decided to make exclusive, nobody's going to go for it. Nobody's going to go for it, because they're going to be like, well, Namco, we are used to buying your games everywhere, so you doing this all of a sudden just makes me not want to support the brand anymore. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I had to break it down for you guys because I've been hearing a lot of talks. I've seen a few videos now as of recently, and y'all got it all wrong, man. Y'all got it all wrong, man, because y'all like, well, how do you know GameStop? One, history, things that Sony has done. Two, I just broke it down to you. Ace Attorney's on Xbox. So y'all saying that, oh, it's because of the framework engine. It's because of that. But yet then explain as to why Ace Attorney is running on the Xbox Series X. Explain that. Explain why all the other MT framework games that are all made on Xbox One are fully functional on the Xbox Series X. And y'all sitting there saying, but you're forgetting one thing, GameStar. I told you, Microsoft don't support it anymore. They don't support it. Well, we know that they still support last gen. That's why they still port games to your platform as well as the Xbox One, some of them on a case-by-case basis, if they're not next gen, or should I say current gen games. So we understand that. But y'all sitting there saying Microsoft, they could have just made this game an Xbox One game. Is what you're saying. And have you play through backwards compatibility, because that's exactly what it been. I mean, look at Capcom Fighting Collection. It says it. I think it's just, actually, you know what? I think it says just Xbox One. And yet the game works on the series. So no matter how many times you people try to cap for it by saying they couldn't run on the Xbox, they couldn't. You guys are just lying to yourself, man, just so you can feel better. Okay? This is all you guys do. You guys come up with these narratives to make Xbox look bad as to it try to give you guys legitimate reasons as to why you can bash the Xbox. I'm telling you, this game could have came to Xbox. I just broke it down to you. Ace Attorney, which is an MT framework game, is running on both platforms. Even though the game was made for Xbox One, you can still play it through your series. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So regardless of how Capcom wanted to publish this game, they're doing the same thing with PlayStation. It's a PS4 game. I don't see no PS5 label, but I can guarantee that the game will be played through PS5's backwards compatibility. You people know this. Stop capping. There's a bunch of MT framework games running on the Xbox Series X. Like I said, argument over, and GameStop with another W.